Welcome back, Cordlings, to more Betrayal at Krondor. We are leaving the Lamut area here. Trying to find some rations, but we need to find a tavern. I think we're just going to go for it. This took some time for them to assemble. I thought perhaps the assassins that had attacked us thus far had followed us through the Krondor, but there are too many of them, even to chase a renegade like Gorath. Delacan has to be calling on spies already placed within the kingdom. But Delacan sits in Sargoth. Would of my escape could have only traveled as we have come. The fact that we've been attacked this far south suggests otherwise. I've never been a witness to it, but I've heard of a talent called mind speech. Very few magicians have it, but the ability allows men to communicate over very long distances. Perhaps Delacan might have hired such help. It's entirely possible, but even before I escaped from his fortress, it was rumored that the magicians with whom he has been keeping company had such talents. I know that his assistant Nago claimed to have such powers, though I never saw evidence of such. And if Delacan has the capacity, then undoubtedly he shall use his assistants. So we will have to be cautious and watch out for any who seem like magicians as we head for Krondor. Both of you, keep your eyes open. The pass was empty. It was a 5-day journey, if the sign is to be believed. Lockley remarked it would also be an excellent place to stage an ambush. Think we should take the chance? Days passed, disliking the exposed feeling created by the defile. They moved quickly during the nights and left the days to resting under rocky overhangs and listening for assassins' footsteps. At last, footsore and road weary, they emerged near the coast of the Bitter Sea. I didn't take any rations, ironically. Alright, we're in a new area. We are headed south. You can't hide from me, Chesticle. Ooh, a 2-word. The light one breaks but never falls. His brother falls but never breaks. The light one breaks but never falls. His brother falls but never breaks. So we're talking about two brothers. Light like day, it could be day and night. Daylight breaks, but only night falls. Yeah, that's it. Daybreak and nightfall. Click, click. Oh, yeah. Is it a spell I already have? It's Flamecast. That's another 140 sovereigns for me. Oh, we're getting all crazy around the beach. Got ambushed. Get blinded, bitch. He's down. All right, don't kill everyone. He was alive, but he's not anymore. Some more crossbow string. And some well appreciated rations at this point. Dollar-tail milk. Hawked at fairs and trading meats by the Brotherhood of the Shield of Dala, Dollar-tail milk was really nothing more than simple spring water, albeit spring water blessed by a priest of the Defender Goddess. It was reputed to increase one's ability to defend oneself during combat. I mean, either the shit works or it doesn't. A man who greeted them at the door smelled of fish. "Folks call me Chanty," he said after Locklear introduced himself. After a few more minutes of friendly conversation, he revealed he was a fisherman, but he hadn't been out on his boat for several days due to his health. As he spoke, he threw dark looks at an unseen thing over Gorath's shoulder. Locklear was about to ask him another question when Chanty suddenly mumbled something angrily and slammed the door closed. No amount of coaxing could convince him to open it again. Warning, the fiend beneath the stone is trapped by dirt. Do not fuck with it. Oh, you know I'm digging this up. Are you kidding me? I'm gonna save and dig this shit up. The ground was too hard. Wiping the sweat from his brow, Locklear threw up his hands in frustration. Feels like someone intentionally packed this down. Probably the family was afraid of grave robbers. We need a super shovel. No one has lived here in some time. I guess you just click on them once and you either get it or you don't. Stop chasing my friend, asshole. Oh, now you? Get blinded, bitch. This guy's getting tagged. He is getting tagged. Tag him and bag him. The party's abilities have increased. I'm not really into shooting my crossbow, as you can tell. Alright, I guess that's it. Unless I'm missing an angle here. Which I was. Fix my sword, damn it. Keep it pristine. My weapon craft at 75 now. Your health and stamina goes up every month, I guess, of days that you've rested. So I guess we've rested our first month because you can see we've all got a little bit of an increase. Not much. Wonder if I can read the book again. Negative. Oh, a shopkeeper out here. The Rygite Supply. Made him unavailable because you suck at haggling. All right. We got plenty of bolts here. I don't think we need all these. Whoa, there's trouble up ahead. What in the fuck is that? Got a rock for 50. All we had to do is... Wait a minute. All we had to do is run north there? That's ridiculous. Let's try that again. We made it through. All right. We're awesome. I don't get that at all. A precious gift this, yet it has no end or beginning, and in the middle, nothing. A precious gift this, yet it has no end or beginning. Time? No M, so it can't be time. Precious gift. ring. Yes! It has no beginning or end because it's a circle, and in the middle of it is where you put your finger, but it's empty. It's nothing. I get it. By George, I got it. Well, that just sucked. Though easy to spot when allowed to plume, it is hard to see when held in a room. That's kind of easy, I think. It's probably smoke. Smoke plume outside, but you can't see if it's in a room. And it's looking good. More seashells down by the seashore, eh? There's a third box. Oh, that's the ring. Oh, there is a third box, though. Be you ever so quick with vision keen by your eyes. We are never seen, unless perchance it should come to pass, you see our reflection in a looking glass. Be you ever so quick with vision keen, by your eyes we are never seen. Unless perchance it should come to pass, you see our reflection in a looking glass. It's your own eyes. If you look in a mirror, you see your own eyes. I think we're good on torches, too. Well, nothing great in those, but... 3 more Mord Hell chests complete. Quester's View. Babylon's hostel. Conversation within the room halted briefly as Locklear pushed his way inside, returning a nod from a rough-looking pair of mercenaries who otherwise seemed engaged in a dispute over a lost bet. The man scowled, apparently far more intent on something going on across the common room. He seemed uninterested in Locklear's repeated attempts to chat. At last he glanced up and gave an exasperated sigh. "What exactly do you want?" "Just a little friendly talk," Locklear said, with a companionable smile. "News, gossip, or song, perhaps." "Well, go and find a bloody jongler and leave me be. Got better things to do than entertain every jackabout that comes through the door." "Good day," said Locklear. Without turning his attention toward them, the man responded. "I normally enjoy talking to travelers, but today I'd rather enjoy my ale." "Very well, then," Locklear replied, heeding the man's wishes. The man scowled, apparently far more intent. Yeah, we talked to him and the barmaid. Oh, day's rations. All right, Fortune smiled. Despite the fact he was stumbling through the chords of the Kingdom Mine, Owen's lack of musical mastery was masked by the raucous noise of the tavern's drunken patrons thumping their mugs to the rhythm of the music. That was interesting, the tavern keeper said. I don't think I've heard that song tortured so much in one evening. You're lucky the patrons are drunk tonight. Against my better judgment, they're demanding I pay you. Here. Withdrawing 15 sovereign pieces from a pouch, the tavern keeper passed them over to Owen. Before you get started, I think you should know we've tapped out of our entertainment fund, the tavern keeper said quietly. If you play here, it'll be for your own amusement, dickhead. Nine sovereigns. We don't need to rest that much. Good job, Owen. Barred away, sir. Come in, chimed a courteous young woman in a brightly colored apron. She held the cottage door open. Kneeling in front of a stone fireplace, a young man was placing several small logs in a crackling fire. The man looked up with a smile. Yes, please, we just finished eating. But I had some luck fishing today, so there's plenty to go around. Locklear's nostrils flared as he welcomed the smell of the barbecued sea bass and fresh bread still lingering in the air. It's a tempting offer, but I'm afraid we must be going, he said. A drink of fresh water will suffice. Of course, but you don't want to take some food with you? I could have Laurelyn prepare a small package for each of you, good for 2 days at least. She's quite a cook. With a smile, the young man motioned his wife. He moved next to her to help prepare the rations, stopping only long enough to act out several key moments in a somewhat credible fishing story about a big one that got away. When they were through, they handed several packages to Locklear, who accepted them graciously. You've been too kind, he said. We got hooked up with some free rations, it sounds like. I guess you can't stack that shit. There were stirrings inside the house. After a short time, a stout lad of about 13 came to the door, opening it wide. If you're looking for my brother, he's not here right now. Actually, no, Locklear replied. Are your parents about? The boy paused for a heartbeat. My folks were killed a year back. Mitch and I moved here several months ago to study swordplay with Tad Quester. We're going to find the bloody brigands who did it and feed them their own hearts. Locklear was about to offer some fatherly advice about leaving such work to those older and more qualified, but seeing the boy's expression, he decided against it. Instead, he said, Is Tad good with the sword? Are you kidding? He's the greatest. Lives right over there. The boy motioned toward Tad's house, then excused himself, closing the door behind him. Locklear knocked loudly. Presently, a finely dressed man greeted them. As he spoke, he wiped sweat from the brow with a silk handkerchief. Fine day, don't you think? I'm Tad Quester. Have you come for a lesson? His eyebrows raised in a hopeful arch. Lesson? Inquired Locklear. The man disappeared into his house and returned with a blunt-tipped fencing foil. Have you come to learn the finer arts of swordsmanship? He asked, punctuating his question with several impressive maneuvers. I could give you a quick lesson for only 75 sovereigns. Fuck yeah, I'm taking some sword lessons. Wonderful! Oh, I am so pleased you've accepted my offer, he said excitedly. As Gorth followed Tad into a small house, he was a trifle concerned about the man's credentials. After all, this strutting little peacock looked as though he'd never been in a fight in his life. The doubts were quickly dispelled as Tad took them through the finer points of sword use. Though he may not have had much experience in the field, it was evident to all he was a master of his art. He was even able to offer Owen a few pointers on how to best use his staff in hand-to-hand combat. The lesson lasted several hours, and they were exhausted when they finished, but all agreed the money had been well spent. Oh yeah. Melee up to 73, nice. Keep it coming. There's a weapon shop here, too. Aha! We can Sell our Morid Hell Lampreys here as well. Look at this badass weapon. Feels something like between a machete and a falchion, Owen said, taking a few test swings with it. A good slice with this weapon and you could take off a goblin's head. Can't get the more info on it though. Forgot we can fix those too with my getting that maximum money, baby. I don't care. Get these shells out of here. I'm not even worried about tagging shit right now. I'm just getting it out of here so we can keep moving. Whoa. Yeah, I kind of figured those would go for good money. Flaming arrows. Should probably just take the money. But we'll let it slide for now. Holy shit. He's got the good shit, baby. Gray Tower plate. That sounds like some sexy fucking armor. Yeah, that's a 40% modifier. Good on the dwarves. There's also Dragon Plate armor and Valhiru armor, which is the best in the game. Don't know if I want to blow quite that load yet. Kind of happy just having the Elven armor for now. I could definitely use another set for Owen, but I don't know. I'm still in kind of greedy mode on the gold. And Gorath just gets better and better. Yes, that is group we picked out, he said. Weren't you listening before? Now be quiet. What is that? Oh, we better save. We got some special guy over here. The enemy was not surprised. We got like a rogue or a pirate or some shit. Fucking pirate! That guy's in deep shit. Oh, we need to get you stand him up, bud. That's all they wrote for those boogers. Locklear's strength is increased. 20 strength. Well, Gorath is 26. And how's the elf the slowest? Well, there's supplies right back behind us. We can go run these over there real quick, say? Oh, yeah. Just tossing it on there. Let's get her done. I know my hammer's getting old. Crossbows itself are pretty good. Definitely more than the armor and the swords. So we definitely want to be picking all those up. Do you have a new hammer? Yes, you do. Whoa, 24 sovereigns? I need it. Morgan Hurley's everywhere Lockley looked, polished metal gleamed, as much as a temple to war as any temple of Tythe. The cramped shop offered a startling variety of weapons and armor. Strategies of trading. I want to try something here. Before I spend all this buku bucks money. But let's see what we can do here with this book. Fair enough. Oh, I haggled for the book. Alright, but my whole point is I want to see if you can sit here and spam this thing. Meant as a handbook of the relative values of trade items, the work also put forth a number of theories about the nature of trading and offer suggestions on how to deal with difficult merchants who wish not to haggle. After having paged once through the work, he went back and may notice some of the maximum values he could expect to make off certain goods in their prime condition. If it's still 63, then this isn't doing what I think it's doing. Oh, it's going up. I want to use all this. It's at 64 now. Let's see what 76 more charges give us. Alright, in the moment of truth. Found out you can just hold down the enter button and it goes through a lot quicker. 67. Went up to 67. Was that worth 100 and something gold? I don't know. Maybe. To get our haggling up. 67's not bad. Fuck it, we'll keep it. Yeah, fuck those. Can always come back and buy more books, I guess. Oh, yeah, reading the book, that's what else it does. It eats up all your rations, dude. got the haggle. Although it was immediately obvious the shopkeeper had no desire to haggle on the price, Owen pressed on, praying that his natural charm would win him a cheaper price. For a short time it seemed that his victim was well eroding, but at last the shopkeeper rapped sharply on the counter. Buy at my price or fuck off! And that time we got a bargain. Alright, so be careful when spamming books, folks. Alright, we caught him off guard. Fuck. Man, they were beating the shit out of old Owen there. Took some damage that time. They help a lot more when you're not injured to hell. Oh, you got 24 of those. Nice. Maybe you should share. That's better. Enemies are getting stronger. The trap was deactivated. Locklear breathed a sigh of relief and gently lifted the lid of the box. We finally disarmed a trap, and holy shit, we got us a nifty bow. We now know Gorath of the Ardenian to be on the path to the capital of Krondor. We advise you to continue your duties, but suggest you lie in wait for him at the eastern roads into Krondor. As it is likely they will take an indirect route there, so as to avoid your patrol. He must move no further south. Halt him before he reaches the kingdom settlement of Tenuris. Serrani light crossbow. The heft of this crossbow alone was assuring. Its potency seemingly worked into the very fiber of the weapon. Reputed to be more powerful than even the common Medkimian foot soldier's crossbow, they were rare treasures hoarded by weapon collectors. 20 plus coral, minus 5 plus coral plus skill. Oh yeah, that's way stronger. We don't need to go to any of these side paths for now. Another temple, though. See, now if we had to go back up north to one of those temples, it might almost be worth the 80 sovereigns. Charge! It was an ugly mob. I can deal with this if everyone stays the course here. God damn it. Oh no. You suck, Gorath. Well, that's a restart. These pirates can do some sick damage. Can't do shit if you motherfuckers keep missing. Jesus. Wow. You guys fucking blow. Yep, now he's going to be coming for you. Can't even hit him with the hack. I need to rest up before we can come back here. These guys are beating our ass. Got that bitch. We might need to do a little cure up here. Bodies are kind of close to where I can't really... There we go. So now this temple mandala. Now you can see we can travel to these for 80 or 88 sovereigns. There's nothing wrong with you that I may mend, he said. Your wounds will heal themselves with time, or may be mended by chirurgian, but I can only heal things of the spiritual nature, like curses and shit. 150 sovereigns to bless. I might hold off for now. All right, folks, that wraps it up for this episode of Krondor. Stay tuned for more.